The most recent national survey that was done over a 7-year period shows an almost 15% increase in infertility. That's enormous. Those are big numbers. If you took the states of Alabama and Mississippi together and put all those people, that would be the 7.3 million people we're talking about now that are affected by infertility. They're not usually talking about it. They're feeling like it's personal, a bit private. They're feeling like you wouldn't understand it. There may be some shame with it. You may notice they're leaving work some to go to appointments. These are often doctor appointments for their medical procedures. So they're not always out there talking to everyone about, oh, I thought you should know what we're going through to try to have a baby. Then when you're in a relationship and you're ready to start having a child and you're ready to get pregnant and it's not happening as you dreamed it would be, it's this really big loss of a dream. The men are feeling equal sadness. They may not be sharing it with their families. They may not be sharing it with their friends. And in fact, sometimes they don't share it with their wife because they feel like she's upset enough and I don't want to upset her. He may be feeling so much pressure and so much anxiety that he has a lot of trouble getting his specimen. You gotta have the sperm. So it's a lot of pressure for men. One in vitro fertilization procedure may be at least $12,000 is the average. And it may involve probably 10 days in the doctor's office during that month of treatment. My experience says that couples that had pretty strong relationships going into infertility come out stronger, closer, more intimate, more connected. They've made decisions together and they've walked the path together and held each other's hands along the way. There are certain times of the month that you may not be able to have sex in terms of what your doctor requires, but then it sort of goes into less sex, not sex for fun and pleasure, sex for making a baby, and
it's a job then.
It's a job, and they quit having fun sex, and everybody wants to have fun sex. So I'll say I want you to have sex as much as you can for the next 2 weeks. It will not be harmful. It will not be uncomfortable. It's typically something that you can remember feeling good and bringing you pleasure and joy. It's not so much about fireworks sex as much as it is go home and touch and be intimate and have your bodies and your energy get reconnected. But many of the comments that people make are things like, how many children do you have? Tell me about your family. Or the grandmother that says, I really want grandchildren. When are y'all going to have grandchildren? The support groups I do with women, that is one of their main discussions. I don't want to be around my sister again who's pregnant. I can't go to this holiday event with my sister-in-law who has a new baby. All of my friends from high school are pregnant and having children. I certainly can't go back to that reunion. And I tell them there will be a time in their life in the future where they can go to a mall and not really notice how many strollers or pregnant people there are. But at this point in time, they're acutely aware that that's what's happening. Instead of being discouraged and thinking, oh, this isn't going to work, why am I doing this? I talk to them about going into anything new in their life with a lot of hope and a lot of belief that it's going to be successful. To me, the real success is getting through this journey with a hopeful heart and peaceful mind so that they are able to feel good about whatever is happening in their lives.